Thank you. I will agree with the two ministers that this crisis brought us in front of, in a way, unprecedented situations in terms of economics and investments. Of course, some of these situations could be predictable. For example, the fact that there is a high level of uncertainty and high energy costs, it's no wonder that a lot of enterprises and businesses, they postpone their investments, given that energy and uncertainty are big parts of economic decisions that companies are taking in Europe. So maybe they opt to produce outside of Europe now that the cost and the uncertainty is high in Europe. Some other elements of this crisis, however, have been we were not waiting for, and we're discovering them in the way. For example, the fact that energy companies, they face margin calls that lock their liquidity and maybe in the future face solvency problems is something that we could not see in the beginning, and is something that we'll have to face in the way. So what it has to be done, I will agree with both ministers that we have to use the money from the European programs wisely and with flexibility. With Mr. Tsakiris, we have an excellent cooperation in terms of programming the structural funds so that they really reach the sectors of the economy that they are affected the most. RRF also is a very important instrument, and what is even more important, it is now in the framework of REPowerEU to acquire the necessary flexibility so that we address the challenges of the Greek economy the way that it is we currently see in front of us. Of course, in this story, there are winners and losers, and some of the big losers could be small and medium enterprises. And this is why I feel it is equally important, the work that Hellenic Development Bank and Athena is doing with the SMEs, where beyond the big companies that European Investment Bank is financing, we're working with Hellenic Development Bank to finance instruments that they reach the smallest of enterprises. Of course, also with all the systemic Greek banks that have been our partners all the way. So what is the outlook? The outlook is that in the long term, if money are used wise, if reforms are pursued, then the economy can come stronger. There is no doubt that out of an energy crisis, renewable energy technologies and investments, we see them coming with more and innovative ideas, more are willing to invest. There's an explosion, for example, of energy efficiency investments across Greece, which will benefit the economy and can cause structural change so that the Greek economy emerges much stronger. How long this crisis will last, we don't know. And exactly because we don't know, we have all of us to think long-term, and also the state to take actions that they are necessary so that there is a balance in terms of economic effects that are touching the different levels of the Greek society and economy. I feel also that this is the secret of social and political stability. So we have to be very careful about how this economic development is evolving. So what you expect from us in the future? Well, we have a big mandate with RRF. We have another mandate coming with cooperation on structural funds, and day to day we talk with Minister Tsakiris. Thank you very much for your listening ears. And I think what we want is to hear from all of you, the people in Greece that you produce, you export, to understand the real needs so that we adjust our products and services to also take us through the economic crisis. In Greece, a last word, we have been through wars. We were here in 2015 when Greece had stopped paying IMF, and we believed in Greece as the European Investment Bank, and Greece did emerge stronger. I have no doubt that this can be repeated once more.